Now it's time to actually get into. We're done housekeeping, and we're gonna start talking about the Valis Undermine.
The name. We're supposed to be talking about the unannounced 2025 update.
We're gonna talk about the unannounced fall 2025 update.
We're going back to the Orb Valis.
Holy man, that
So
looks
good.
good.
Yep.
So good.
Wow, that looked good. Wow.
All right, let's take a look at the key art, and Steve, you can tell us all about the update, but maybe we'll see what happens. Let's check it out.
What are these little guys he's got with him?
Let's
Just you wait.
yeah.
What is going on with these little guys?
Just you wait.
So, the Valis Undermined is an update that is coming October 15th to all platforms, and it's going to feature our Warframe number 62, Noko. This is the key
Noko.
art done by our incredible team, and we also have his little Prex card if you want to see that too, because it'll be hidden somewhere in the update for you to find. It's a very high-res asset, so it takes a while, but look at
That was
that.
funny. That was like
Yeah.
internet of
Yeah.
yore there.
But if you come to my gameplay, Charlie, we can take a look at
Gorgeous.
Noko.
So cool.
So Noko is, so this is actually hilarious, because,
Okay,
oh
yeah.
God. So shall we play a game of telephone?
Sure. Yes.
So for vibes,
Did you just spot your rally there?
yeah.
Why is your rally there?
Okay,
Well, I saw this animation this week,
Yeah.
and I was like, guys, why is Urelli dancing with Noko? And the animators very confidently said, because Urelli is,
because Noko is
Noko's
Urelli's
Urelli's brother.
little brother.
Little brother. And they were so confident, I was like, oh, I guess that was the direction, okay.
Oh, this is some lore drops
And
right
it
now.
is true that on paper, it was the vibes should be Urelli's little brother. That was the vibes.
was the vibes.
Really?
That was the vibes, but it's turned into like a game of telephone where now we're just going to make, well, we're
And
not
now
going to make anything canon, but
But are we keeping the animation?
of course.
Are we going to keep,
It's so
like,
cute.
Urelli shows up and
So,
dances?
like, to be clear, the taste sheet and the vibes was like he should feel like Urelli's little brother, playful, same origins with Fortuna. So the animators went all
The
out
animators made it
and
lore.
gave them the first ever duo idol. So it's very cute. And this is Noko. He is the Warframe coming, and we will see his alt helmet here.
I love it. It's like
His little-
Canadian.
That was pretty
winter.
cool.
Little Canadian hat.
Wow.
And what I can only describe as the best ephemera in the history of Warframe, because
What?
it is, there it is.
Look at the little guys!
They follow you around.
Look at them!
Follow you around. There they are. So,
Bro, look at they really went to work on the assets on those little guys. Holy sh!
It doesn't look like motion vectors are enabled.
Yeah, holy, like what?
oh yeah, actually we have an animation reel to show,
Oh, do
Charlie,
you?
if you don't mind. So this is
Okay.
this is where things got a little crazy, where all of the idols, of course, are very they're very personality driven. So here we go. Look at
So
him.
these are his idol variants.
Look at him.
Oh.
Yep. He
What?
can hit the moves.
Okay, listen, I love
It's
the
so
little
good.
pistol.
I know the-
Yeah, spin.
Urelli's little brother.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
okay, I see it.
Odd.
This one is outrageous.
That one's quite cool.
This is setting a high bar.
These are
man.
all sung too.
That
It's
Is
so like
insane.
Yeah, he's hitting that yoinky sploinky for sure.
Yoinky sploinky. I was gonna say that.
And then here comes the Urellis, which turned into an outrageously, the book. What's he reading,
Oh,
chat?
that's funny.
What's he reading?
Looking at the
Very quirky.
Whoa.
He'd be reading Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
So we've never done this yet.
No,
have
we've
we?
never,
No.
we've
We've
never
never
done.
Wow.
So this is a first.
this
Oh,
is-
whoa! What is this? Little
Yep.
square dance and stuff?
Yeah.
Do-si-do?
Yeah.
Love it.
So these are the first idols in Warframe that pull in a canonically adjacent linked Warframe to do something.
Sounds like the writers have some writing to do.
I know, my
Yeah,
goodness.
this will be news, but I think it's cute, and I think for me it really shows because I know for like the Mirage Onero skin, we did custom idols, the Korra Ushuru, so it kind of means to me like if we do deluxes in the future, we could do duo idols with them.
Yeah, that's
like, there's a huge door.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so we have some.
That's
like,
really cool.
Like people
Yeah.
love Gauss and Grendel, so I really think we could do something there.
I think you just made it canon.
if we ever do something with them. So yeah, like Gauss and Grendel idols, I think would be awesome.
I don't know. Are we going too far with the cake?
Let's talk about that with some gameplay.
Like,
so,
are we the
So what
are
we're
we
gonna
the pushers, or is it like expected of us now
no,
that
no,
we're
no,
like?
no.
I think it's
too
expected,
far,
but
yes,
it's
maybe.
kind of weird seeing it on the
But
little
we'll-
mushrooms, you
What
know?
we're gonna do is we're gonna show
Never.
you how
No,
you
seen lots
access
of no.
this content. So,
Not far enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
in order to play the Valis Undermined, you need to have done the new war because as the orb Valis thawed and things got a little, I guess, dead,
Bro.
perhaps some fungus emerged, some decay. So, if you have finished the new war, you will be led by a little mushroom guy who's running away somewhere into a new exposed sort of decay infestation. Under here is the airlock, and this is a place where there's a Solaran that has been sort of lost to time.
See Nico out there?
This is Nightcap.
nice.
He's a brand new character.
He looks
Guys,
rad. I
we
haven't
all
seen
made
him.
Yeah, Nightcap is a brand new character coming in the Fortuna hub, and my cat, or my dog, I guess, is kind of vibing with him.
Doesn't respect boundaries.
And there is a whole bunch that you can do with him. He will let you buy all of the Noko wares. He will let you buy, for the first time, this is for all the decorators, we have added more flora in this update than we have in any update in the history of Warframe. So if you've ever wanted potted plants, if you've ever wanted anything like that, we are officially adding plant decorations for the first time, I think, in Warframe history.
Oh, that's amazing.
Can think of a game that might want to steal some of these assets.
Don't think so.
There's a lot of green thumbs in chat right now. Look at this. People are very excited about this.
yeah.
Huge, finely greens. Yes.
You want to yank some of these?
And there's something kind of quirky and weird with what we're doing for this gameplay loop, where out in the deep Valis Undermines, there are a huge variety of mushrooms or fungi that you will need to find.
Yep.
And you can find them, learn about their results. Some of them make you do things like crazy. They're basically all based on like fun little impacts that are very hallucinatory and or trippy, which we'll show you a little bit about. And for you to get lore and for you to progress in the store, you'll be needing to find enough of this decay to feed the prince. And the prince is a mushroom species that Nightcap has been tending to try and sort of like bring peace to what's going on here. And if you feed it, you will be able to go on little adventures. And one of those, I'm just gonna do something now, Charlie, if you don't mind going away just for a second. One of those adventures, actually I should say all of these adventures, will take you into a world where you will learn the backstory of Noko, you will learn why Nightcap is down here. Come on in, Charlie.
Whoa. Oh, you get to play as the little guy.
So good.
What's happening? What have you guys done?
Dim lights.
Is this where the new music is in these parts, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's perfect.
I was wondering where the new music was going to be.
That's perfect.
So cool.
So you'll be having to kind of navigate the memories of Nightcap. You'll get some story drops as you go through this. So be careful what you eat out there is all I have to say, Tenno. Be careful what you eat, be careful where you walk, careful where you fall, and you will be able to unlock the story and details of Nightcap and Noko by participating in these little adventures. So,
The skipping is so good.
yep,
This is pretty
there
cool.
we go. All right, you may need to go away for just a second, Charlie.
Okay. I feel like I need to make some kind of legal statement right now.
We do not condone or endorse
were just talking
eating
about-
random mushrooms.
There was stores getting raided. We were just talking
Yeah.
about.
This is, yeah.
All right, so let's go back to gameplay if you don't mind.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
psychedelic effects without any health risks by playing it in a video game.
Now, since the dawn of time, the elevator in Fortuna has only gone up.
You're gonna blow my mind right now.
Now, what
don't
if-
go? No, don't do it. No,
What if?
no. There's no way. It only goes up.
I'm happy
What
we're
if
going back to Fortuna.
it
I'm
went
not gonna
down?
lie.
Okay, ignore the robo voice and stuff. This is very in development. Could it be that there is an entire underground deep mine? It could be.
We went down.
We went down. So there is a huge expansion underneath Fortuna, underneath the Orvalis, that will be letting you play and connect to things you never would have imagined connecting before. If you've been to the Corpus Labs where the Vermink are, if you've been anywhere, you'll be doing like the old reversal where the entire underground is available for you.
Amazing. And this comes out later next year?
No, it comes out October 15th.
What?
That's soon.
What?
Yeah.
That soon?
So
Amazing.
you will find a whole area to explore, mushroom patches to find,
Amazing.
loot to grab.
Yep.
As you can see, this is a critter liberation, so we will be freeing the Vermink from the labs. What we've done here is we've done it in a way that is a brand new tile set based off of the Fortuna vibes that connects to the very Corpus Labs you'll know from the open world. But it's not actually an open world, like it doesn't connect in a way that lets you go free roam, so you are sort of capped by only doing the mines. So this is our way of giving you something big this year, soon, without making a whole other open world, but it's like, it's big. So let's take a look at Noko.
Well, this is amazing. This looks great.
looks
Are we gonna look at some of the
Yeah, we can
some
go
of
on
the kit here?
Yeah, we're gonna go on a little adventure. I'm actually gonna start with Noko's third ability, because I think people will be waiting for this. Actually, no, we'll start with this first.
You know what? Oh, okay.
This is Stink Brain.
Stink brain.
Big brain.
So what you'll find with Noko is he's a very fun guy, and he's throwing all his different mushroom types. This is Bright Bonnet. So these are two different mushroom types, and the general theme and idea is that you want to get these mushrooms out, get them pulsing, so that you're sort of making a garden of
Range
fungi
build.
around the battlefield. They each have different effects. Steve, do you want to read them off the sheet?
Yeah, Stink Brain, I kind of do this anyway, but it throws a mushroom.
Range
and periodically
duration.
Sheds poisonous spores, inflicting DT_viral_color viral damage.
Viral
And
damage?
status effect upon nearby enemies. Clearly that's taken from a Loke tag in the game.
Sure. And what about oh no. What
Bright
about
Bonnet, though, releases a rejuvenating mushroom that emits a radial pulse, increasing Noko and his allies' energy and applying a buff to ability strength that lasts
He
for a
does
short
everything.
time.
and what about his third ability?
Reroute. Are we seeing this yet?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Whoa.
I know you get to play with the little guy.
Reverting to sprodling form, that is a word.
Sprodling.
Sprodling. Causing Noko to heal rapidly. While in this state, Noko is untargetable and releases spores that lull nearby enemies to sleep.
So you can walk him.
Very interesting dream for that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
probably going to be his worst ability.
Look at him.
Oh my god.
You can walk on the little ladder. And yes, you can.
Unless
you
it
can,
does
like,
more.
float, and you can pulse around.
These little guys have very shapely posteriors.
I know.
eh?
You think
Is it-
Ember
is this-
Heirloom?
Is this the
They have
is
cute
what
little
Jeff was
butts.
talking about?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You can see, well, they're jumping a lot. So I
That's
guess that,
true,
yeah.
it's
I guess
true.
it is
Getting
it is
that
invulnerability, so I mean people like
love
it
it.
for that.
And then the fourth ability,
Yep.
Spore Spring, unleashes a chaotic ballistic mushroom that seeks enemies and bounces explosively off whatever it touches.
So this is basically like, if you can imagine the wind-up of like just the most chaos. If it bounces on enemies, mushrooms, it's so it basically.
You throw a ball that bounces
Let's see if
between
we can find
enemies
something
and
to use
anything you
it
That
place.
sounded like a critter liberation. Okay.
on. All right, let's see what we can do here.
So yeah, contact with any of Noko's mushrooms invigorates them, doubling their effect triggering rate. Is that also on enemies as well now, or
Yeah,
from
so
your
really,
description?
so you can see that I cast a Stink Brain, I'm
Yep.
casting this. I think everything's probably going to die, but you can
Yep.
see that it's bouncing around back and forth. I'll see if I can find a cluster of enemies to cast the ultimate on, as well as the garden. But really what we're dealing with here is you're placing these mushrooms tactically as you go by them. You can, when you're in your little sprodling form, lots of opportunities to really just like turn the battlefield into something you can survive, something you can CC enemies with. And if you get momentum going with the Spore Spring, what you'll find is you can really just absolutely dominate zones, clusters of enemies for all things Noko.
And if you like cute sounds, this is the frame for you.
It's going to be a range duration build.
Jeff-
They said
this
that
is,
one of his
the
abilities
sound
gives
designer's first
ability
frame
strength.
that he's ever worked on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Jeff
cool.
has been working on it, and yeah, the cute little sounds that he's been coming up with for the abilities, it's great. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, he's a cutie. I'll get into a more depth. This is pretty low level content right now. I can get into higher stuff with Noko later to show you all how it's working. But generally what you're going to be wanting to doing is maximize the pulses from the mushrooms. When the spore spring hits them, it gives them pulses. So you'll just be getting energy, strength, viral over and over and over again with increased windup. So
So yeah, you're kind of planting a little shroom garden, aren't you?
shroom garden,
Yeah.
and then you can survive.
Okay.
This will allow you to survive fully, and then you can just kind of walk around and have a little time. So we also have a signature weapon. He is going to have the Arbusep, which is an arc gun.
Just a little tiny little weapon.
Oh, is that over on? Is that on, oh, the gameplay, right?
Gameplay.
Oh,
So
well,
that's
that's
Oh,
the
no, that's
model.
okay.
That's fine. That
That's
is
all
Looks
good.
great.
Yeah, that's some of the model work, and then the gameplay. Here it is in game. So he has a arc gun, and we do have a little bit of quality of life coming for arc guns as well. So,
Awesome.
so I am jumping a little bit ahead.
Yeah,
not,
you're jumping ahead.
Not
man.
too
It's hard
much.
to keep
This
up.
is going to be the
But
damage
as
attenuation
part
fix,
of the loop,
isn't it?
You will be able to find a new way to upgrade your arc guns where we're going to allow you to put arcanes on them. So arcanes will be possible
Finally?
on arc guns as of this update. The Noko update is going to allow this. You'll be able to get the adapter type, which we are going to give you as an option in the store with Nightcap. And then what we're doing is
Oh,
we're
you just
actually
put primary and
letting you
secondary.
use one because arc guns are sort of this be-all mega gun, but they have properties from a lot of the other arsenals, so you'll be able to use one primary and one secondary. So you can kind of mix and match for the first time between primary and secondary.
That's going to be busted.
Crazy.
Yeah, because the arc gun tier is like just chaotic, so you'll get one primary slot and one secondary. So
That's going to be busted.
That's super cool.
you can swap around there, and you'll be using
Yeah,
this
that's insane.
giant,
That's going to be so
So
cool.
glad I thought of that.
yeah.
Look at the size of that
That's-
weapon.
yeah.
That's just out of control.
The mesh
But for
is
him, because he's so quick,
Yep.
like look at him.
You run like flare
Is
for
there another
damage,
weapon
have
here?
heat mod it on.
12A asset. I was wondering.
And you can go with something
What's the
different for
other weapon?
multi-shot or something.
Was that the render of the
That's a
weapon?
render.
That's
yeah.
going to
that's
make
the render.
Yeah.
Oh,
PT
okay.
speed
Yeah,
runs
don't worry
even
about that one,
faster now
Charlie.
as
But
well, no?
we can go through all. Let's go through all of those assets, and Steve can talk about them because I'm sure he'll love it.
We're still talking about Noko?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So this is the arc gun, and I thought, you know what would be cool? I wonder if the Warframe team would be open to my suggestion to put on like 2 arcanes. So I called a meeting with the team and announced. Anyway, that looks cool. What else we got?
Closer view with some
sweet.
material and
Yep,
texture detail.
material, Yep. That's vicious. I kind of want to see it shooting. Do those little crazy little
Yeah,
things fire out?
they do.
I bet you that looks amazing.
This is some of the artwork
hear
for
that.
what you'll be completing for your destination underground. So you'll have to find what all these mushrooms do. Some of them are going to make you hear voices. Some of them are going to make the world feel a little more woozy. So good luck with your mushroom
The
hunting.
Warframe
I saw someone in
developers
chat
just
saying,
telling
"I
us to
wanna
go and get high,
mini
man."
Sprodlings, but isn't that kind of what happens? Right? You're kind of playing as
Yeah,
the
you are,
Sprodling.
yeah.
You are
That's what it
playing
is,
as
yeah.
Sprodling. So he kind of does have a bit of a mini game there. Okay, cool. Sorry. Continue.
And what else? Yep, no, yeah. Oh, this is a little glimpse of some of the concept work for Nightcap. So here is our charming lad.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
That's a
Spoiler.
rank spoiler, isn't it?
Not really.
Faction.
This is just histories.
So charming.
Oh,
though.
okay.
He's very charming.
That looks like a
charming.
spoiler to me. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yes, I was waiting for
Plushies.
this.
All right, Steve, what you got for us?
Well, I think we should move on to our next reveal, which is a deluxe. There it is.
Holy.
What is this,
Man,
man?
oh, man.
Wukong Deluxe.
Man, oh, man.
Oh, it's
So
Wukong.
this is key art 19A, for those that are wondering.
I can show folks.
Like,
some
it looks
stuff.
cool.
You'll see.
Don't get me
in his
wrong.
hand, he's holding.
But it's like-
this is our first ever skin set for the Sun and Moon. So the dual katana set
So good.
from Duviri now has a skin. It's very, very.
Most of the
inspired
time that I'm
by
playing
just, like,
Wukong,
a deep,
I'm in Cloud
look
Walker.
into all things Xianxia, I think it's called. It's like celestial warrior vibes. Very, very, very cool stuff. And we are. We put like I think the most fur we've ever done on a Warframe. So he's got like a fur tail, but it's just like the sculpted cloud details.
It's interesting.
He just is absolutely breathtaking, and this will be coming in all regions, all platforms. Everyone will get a chance to get this on the 15th of October.
I don't think it's my
I
thing,
love the
though.
snow warmth thing going on.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Between
clipping.
him and Noko's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like a winter wardrobe.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Whoa, Lavos?
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
smokes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Steve? Anything
Well, I
to
think
say?
we're showing too much stuff.
Yeah.
Anything to say?
I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Could you talk to us about if you like what you see?
Yeah, let's go to. Can we go to game?
No. What do you think of the?
Okay, well, yes, this is going to be my desktop wallpaper for
Right?
like 6 months at least. It's so incredible. But you have it running here.
Yeah,
in
I
game
know,
as
it's
well.
it's hooked up in
And
game.
you're avoiding pink and green, which is nice.
No, I'm just kind of
Yeah.
playing around.
That
here.
looks
I have
way
some other
better.
attachments on because
I love the top
Like, it's
of
just
the
a
helmet.
straight up
Like a
upgrade
cool-
from Lavos and Lavos Prime.
The sloshing physics.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
his belly's got it too this time, and he has little snake. Look at his little
Yeah.
snakes. Aren't they cute?
It just
I
came
don't
up
know
from
how
his
I feel
legs.
about snakes. I want to like snakes, but I'm kind of
Like, that is sick.
Well, in this case,
Gorgeous. Yeah.
and the Signa is super cool. It's like a little subtle here because if I do default colors, maybe able to see it. But it has like a laser vision for him. Like it's like cool. Like it's giving like Mortal Kombat vibes. Anyway, this is
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
He's got
fashion good,
heels.
but frame bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's
So
not
this
my
is coming as
playstyle.
well in Valis Undermined.
Now we're getting to the main event. Everyone's been waiting for this. A very long Pablo video explaining cool new reworks of things. This one is Asset 25A, microphones muted, damage attenuation.
Here we go.
Are you guys?
Hello. Sorry I couldn't be there with you for the dev stream, but here I am virtually to talk about damage attenuation. You guys have been asking us to look at it for a while, so here we are. Sorry if there's a little bit of construction noise, cannot be helped. So what is it? Damage attenuation is a system that we use mostly for bosses, where if they take a lot of damage in a short amount of time, they raise their defenses so they don't die as fast. What is the purpose of it? The purpose is, since we have such a big gap on how much damage you can do in Warframe, think of someone that has been playing for a long time, but doesn't have the best ribbon in the world, doesn't have max arcanes, they don't have like all the shards Tau forged on their Warframe, etc., etc. Compare that to someone that does have the best of the best, the latest incarnate, everything format to the extreme. That gap in damage is so large that if we tune bosses for the bottom group, then for the top group, whenever you go into a brand new boss that we just released, like we just released Toraxia, for example, you go in to fight the brand new boss that we worked on, you get there, shoot her once, she's dead. Obviously, that would be pretty anticlimactic. You probably wonder, why did DE spend 4 to 6 months working on this boss if it's just going to die in one shot? It probably would be pointless for us to even work on bosses at that point. So if we, instead of that, tune the damage numbers for the top group, then that bottom group is going to suffer because it's going to take 1,000,000 years to kill that boss because he's going to have so much health that it's going to feel like chopping wood. So obviously, we don't want either of that. So that is the purpose of this. It allows us to balance somewhere in the bottom middle, and then basically damage attenuation takes care of making the fight last a certain amount of time for both groups. What are the issues with this? Well, there's a few. So the first one is it doesn't work really well for scaling levels. So all the numbers are tuned for the normal version. So when you fight the version in like Deep Archimedia, for example, sometimes those fights, and you probably experienced it if you're a veteran, those fights end up taking 25 minutes or something crazy. And obviously that's not fun for anyone. The other issue is that it's very confusing. There's many different variants of the system. So some are affected by fire rate, some are affected by other things. So that obviously is no good. No one understands exactly how it works, and it changes from boss to boss, so we don't like that. And the third issue is obviously for a game like ours, where it's a lot about like getting the next upgrade and getting the more powerful mod and the more powerful ribbon and blah, blah. It feels bad that once you have good gear, the boss fights don't feel that different than when you have extremely good gear. Because once you're past a certain point, the damage attenuation will kind of keep pushing back so you don't go too fast. Obviously, that doesn't feel good. So what are we changing about this? We're changing a few things. So first, no more flat numbers. So the way it works right now is essentially all of those damage attenuation thresholds are set up by flat numbers. So imagine something like, once you deal more than 10,000 damage in a second, the damage attenuation kicks in. Well, that works fine when you're like in normal, but once you're in Steel Path, 10,000 damage is kind of nothing, so that means the attenuation kicks in right away. Once you're obviously in Deep Archimedia, it means 10,000 damage. You apply 100 times that. So it obviously is not very useful at that point. So instead of that, now it's going to be based on percentages, and that will allow it to scale much better throughout the game. So you'll never encounter now those 30-minute fights in Deep Archimedia. We're going to standardize it. Again, like I said earlier, we have many different versions. So there's like some that are affected by crit, some that are not, some that can be circumvented with fire rate, some that were made for a single boss. We have a whole bunch of different systems for this. We're going to standardize them all into one so that as a player, you have more clearer experience when you're playing against bosses, and it doesn't feel like it's all over the place depending on the boss that you fight. And it also makes it easier for us to maintain and be sure that it's working as expected because it's a single system, and as we touch it, it basically spreads throughout the game. We're lowering the attenuation. This is to address that other thing that I was saying, which is that at a certain point you feel like your upgrades no longer kind of matter for bosses because the damage attenuation kicks in too early. So right now there's some bosses where attenuation kicks in like when you have almost no gear, you immediately starts kicking in. So with these new numbers, it's much more forgiving. It takes significantly longer for those the damage attenuation to kick in. It's hard to give you like precise numbers because again, it also will scale based on the level that you're fighting. But if you're something like Deep Archimedia, you probably can have an Incarnon with Roar and you'll have a hard time kicking into the damage attenuation. Basically, it'll be hard to break into that barrier where the damage attenuation starts to intervene. So hopefully with that, you'll feel more the effects as you get gear and as you get stronger. You'll be able to see larger numbers against those bosses. Obviously, if we just did that, the bosses would die immediately. So overall, we're changing the effective health of those bosses since we know where you're going to fight them. So we know like if you're fighting one in Steel Path, we know the sort of gear that we can expect from you to have on Steel Path. We know what sort of gear we can expect from you in something like Deep Archimedia or on normal. So we're going to tweak the health of those bosses to deliver a similar experience to what it is today on kind of our target gear. It's going to be a similar amount of time, but that does mean that because now it's health and not attenuation, if you get better gear, you kill the boss faster. If you have lesser gear, you kill the boss slower. So now your gear actually matters more. The other thing is we're fixing it for multiplayer. Right now, the way it works is once attenuation kicks in for one player, it kicks for everyone. So with this new version, let's say you're super veteran with all the gear in the world, attenuation will kick in, but it won't affect someone that has more middle of the road gear playing with you. It'll have to apply for each person. So yeah. So there's way too many bosses. It's a very large change. There's a lot of bosses. There's a lot of versions, the normal, the Steel Path, the Deep Archimedia, the hard modes. There's many variants, and obviously there's a lot of different kind of combinations with different warframes, different weapons and whatnot. So we're definitely expecting that once this releases, we're still gonna need to tweak it some. As you guys test it out and you play it and you give us the experience, you'll say like, hey, Pablo, this boss now is taking too long to kill, and then we'll probably nerf it. And then you'll say, oh, this one now just drops when I shoot it twice. We'll probably buff that one. And then basically, we're gonna need your feedback to help us figure out the things that need touching. A great example, for example, is the Tridolon. We've tried it with the best gear on live and on dev, and it feels pretty similar to us. But if you're out there and you say like, hey, I could do 27 runs per night before, and now I can only do 26, we'll take a look and we'll see what we can do. Anyways, I'll be back to talk about Overrun later. I'll see you then. Adios.
We're going to take a
Don't
look
know how
at
I
a
feel about
recap
that.
slide from that awesome video from Pablo.
Can we look at the concept art of the cat?
Nope, that's not what that is.
Oh, okay.
But we have, this is a lot of text, so damage attenuation.
Screenshot this.
Screenshot this, because we have another video from Pablo.
Back
Let's
to
roll.
back.
A rework video.
Hello. I'm back this time to talk about Overrun rework. I'm going to go a little bit out of order. We're gonna basically talk its abilities, not in the order that they're listed, but in the order that you kind of use them in mission. So hopefully that'll make some sense. So let's start with his third ability, Renewal. So Renewal is a heal over time. It now applies on affinity range instead of a fixed range. The ability cost is now fixed. It doesn't change. Before it increased for every ally that got it. So if you had any party members with summons and stuff like that, it could get extremely expensive for you to sustain the ability. So you no longer have that problem. You also don't need to recast if they lose it. Before you had to, if they were nullified or if they fell into a hole, you had to be recasting the ability. Now you don't need to do that, so that's pretty good. It also increases armor for you and your allies. So you can see in that upper right, I have a 638. That is how much armor Renewal is giving me. And for allies, it gives twice as much. So you can actually protect them quite a bit with that. Also, the heal is doubled when used on Hallowed Ground. So let's put a Hallowed Ground here. So right now the heal is even doubled right now. You can see I cast it this way. What is this? Hallowed Ground is now a circle. No longer a cone. You no longer need to mod extreme ranges to cover the area. It is now always radial, so much easier to maintain. We also improved quite a bit how it works on separate distances like that. So you can see it actually went up here to protect, and it's no longer... It used to have a lot of issues when you try to use it in different elevations. So now it actually adapts quite well to things like this. Additionally to that, it now does radiation much more reliably. Before it was like a chance to deal radiation once per second. Now it's guaranteed radiation twice per second. So you can see enemies are getting to 10 stacks of radiation pretty quickly, which synergizes really well with something like Arcane Fallout. You can see the orbs are there. I should probably use this thing before my yapping kills us all. We also upgraded how Hallowed Ground interacts with nullifiers. So the way it used to work is as soon as a nullifier touched any part of the Hallowed Ground, it would basically dispel it, which was pretty annoying because Hallowed Ground could be quite big. So now it will only prevent the effects of Hallowed Ground on allies that are inside the bubble or on enemies that are inside the bubble. It will no longer dispel the ground. We also made that change for Oraxia, and we also made a few other changes to three other interactions with nullifiers.
Okay.
Let me talk about his passive. So you see those shields that I have around me? Those are his new passive. Whenever Oberon picks up a health orb, he will get one protection like that and will give it to his allies as well. And that protection, what it does is when you take a hit, you take no damage. So you can see that absorbed the entire damage for the entire damage attack. So basically you can use that to be like fully protected as long as you're getting orbs, which is pretty easy to do when you have Fallout, or later we'll talk about some other way to get that. Oberon's one, there's an Eximus who's a good target to use it on. So you see when I cast it, it immediately removed all of his overguard in one shot, and it does percentage damage and then does a secondary hit around them for that percentage of damage to enemies around it. So you want to use it on units that have a lot of health so that the damage then they deal around them is higher. See him? There you go. So the entire overguard is gone, and you see it killed a bunch of enemies around it. Because
I think he slowed it
has
down.
quite a bit of health. So
Okay.
his fourth ability now has line of sight, so you have to be careful where you use it. Now when you use it, it will always strip armor, which I guess I didn't choose the best place to showcase that because they don't have armor, but the armor strip no longer requires you to have them on the grass. It will work in any situation. It does way more damage now, something like more than triple, I think, and also scales based on how many stacks of radiation they have on them, so that deals even more damage. It also gives you armor for every enemy you hit, and it also scales with how many stacks of radiation you have. So in the top there, now it says 1288. If you remember earlier, it was like 600 and something, so it now gives you even more armor there, which obviously synergizes really well with then giving armor to your allies and protecting them of everything that's going around them. Also, this ability always used to give health orbs. We just picked some of those. but they used to be very hard to do because you had to get the exact kill with the fourth, which is tough to do because obviously, you know, there's a whole bunch of other AoEs and stuff going. Now it marks enemies, so when you kill them, they still drop the orbs. You can see the orbs flying there, even though I didn't kill them with the ability. Just the fact that I used the ability on them marked them to basically get those, be able to drop those orbs, which obviously synergizes really well with his passive to give you the protective stacks that you see around me so that enemies cannot kill me. And that's about it. That's the whole kit.
So it's
hopefully you
Oberon, but
understood it.
better.
I'm sorry I gave it out of order, but I think hopefully that made more sense than if I tried to explain it in order. But who knows? You'll tell me if I should not do that ever again. For more details,
it's still
there's a lot of
Oberon.
nitty-gritty details that I couldn't go over in this video. You can find those in the dev blog, and it'll go into way more detail than I did here. Hopefully you're excited to try it out. I'll see you soon. Adios, adios, adios. Take care, take care, take care. Bye-bye.
This all feels very rushed.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah. Good job, Pablo.
2 videos back to back. We have a recap slide for that one. Take a screenshot because we still have a ton to do and it's only...
Yeah, exclamation QOL if you want to look at details on the damage attenuation and the changes in the dev workshop, and exclamation Oberon so that you can find out the details there.
Look at him.
and
Nice key art.
yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
Marketing team killed it.
Looks
Digital
great.
arts team.
What does chat think of the smite changes?
It just feels so good.
Yeah?
Like it's just like you pick out a heavy with Overguard, you actually smite him, and it does that secondary kunk on his
Yeah,
little
that's
minions.
nice.
It's
You think an ice cream cone is good? Wait till you try an ice cream circle.
Oh, is that what you were cooking? Is that what you were
I've been
cooking?
working on that the whole time you was talking.
You had 6 minutes to chill.
Yeah,
Alright.
6 minutes to think of that.
I wonder
okay.
what you could do with 7 minutes.
You wouldn't believe it. Now we're going to go on. This update is
humongous.
ginormous. Thank you for sticking with us, everyone at home.
Pretty
And we're
absurd.
still going. We still have so many cool things to show you, including the mod quest.
Yes. So would you believe
Here we
that
go.
in addition to Oberon rework, damage attenuation, the Valis Undermined,
7
Noko,
steak knives.
and here we have, Charlie, if you want to come over, a cinematic quest is also
He
releasing.
jumped right into it.
This is the intro cinematic to The Teacher. This is a intro quest to teach you modding. All things The Teacher will be released. You can play it if you're new or a veteran, and hopefully it gives you a real hands-on look at all things modding in Warframe. It happens right after Vor's Prize in the narrative. It introduces Teshin, and our good friends at Sumo have
yes.
worked very hard on not only all things Valis Undermined,
Yes.
but also on this mod quest. So they've done cinematic. That was just a quick intro cinematic. The actual quest itself has some pretty chonky moments for you to feel like you're seeing some really interesting early Warframe stuff that plays right after Force Prize. So it's pretty wild. Yeah, I hope you'll. Obviously, if you know how to mod, this won't really be educational for you, but maybe it will. I don't know.
But it'll still be cool to
Yeah,
go
Yes.
through
it'll
it.
be very cool.
Yeah.
And
Love
then
to see more Teshin like that in
Yeah.
his younger years.
yeah, that's,
We don't actually
yeah,
get to
Teshin
see any
will-
of it.
Young Teshin.
Yes, that's right. We're just gonna quickly go through. I'm gonna just like.
We got a lot of
I know.
gameplay QL. We
I
have
know, I'm
stuff
just-
about screen shake and recoil.
I'm just gonna blitz through it.
You
So
gonna
if you come
blitz?
to my screen, yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna talk.
We're going blitz
Buckle
mode,
up.
guys.
Everyone
Yeah.
buckle up.
We're making.
We're going to talk really fast. We're following changes for Tenno and screen shake toggle off. Remove screen shake movement with firing guns at a diamond reticle.
And we also reduced some screen shake for weapons, one of them including the Trumna. Check
Weapons
the
that
whole
goes to
list.
the Rin Titania, Dex Press, Phantasma, MK1, Bratton, Twin Ricardos, Pyron.
Yeah. We also have added motion controls on the PlayStation platform. You can enable motion controls on the PlayStation with Valis Undermined.
Arcanes and Archons. You already saw that.
Did you know that?
Signas on operators and drifters.
Which
Much
we'll
like
get to
Warframes,
after
players
that.
can
This
equip
dev
sig-
stream is kind of a
signals
mess,
to
guys. I'm
operator
not gonna
drifter
lie.
attachments and appearance matches equip both
Someone
sides
said
toggle.
faster.
Yeah.
If you prefer symmetry in your fashion, you can add a customized left-right separately toggle to the attachment screen. With that toggle off, shoulder armor and leg armor will apply the same armor piece to both sides.
Oh, that's dope.
It's actually dope because
That's
look, now
wicked.
they do them both at the same time.
Wow.
Shout out to our UI team for this
Whoa,
one.
man.
I was-
Increased favorites palette. The number of colors players can favor has been doubled from 25 to, what's double of 25?
50.
Excellent. Reduce tech rot spawn in Skaldra exterminate missions. With the Valis Undermine, we are reducing the number of underground tiles that spawn in the Skaldra exterminate and Hell Scrub missions.
Yes, that's for people that.
As that's where the tech rots are known to emerge.
Yes, yes, yes. We also have relit entirely brand new lighting for the Grenier asteroid. Here's before and after of one of the oldest tile sets in Warf. This is before. Chopped, washed. This is after.
Whoa.
Peak.
Dang.
Wow.
Bloom too, I approve.
Let's take a look at that before again. Let's take a look at that nasty. Oh, I
No
can't
bloom.
Even,
Zero bloom.
It was fine.
I spent a lot of time on that tile
let's
set.
take a look at
But
that.
the whole set's been relit.
Yeah, the whole set. So
yep.
this is just a key moment for you guys to see the before and after. And then
Better enemy visibility,
Yeah,
quality lift is very exciting, and relays as well.
relays as well. A specific attention. This is the Red Veil room. What's
Okay.
going on in there? What are they
some guy
doing?
getting tortured.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Moody.
more spooky.
Moody.
Yep, more ruby.
Real
Okay.
cool. So this is all coming very, very well. It's all coming in October 15th update. And that's not all.
That's not all.
That's not it.
We also have a Tenogen round.
Well, Blazing Cobalt has given us the Dagoth Yvonne skin. Where's that one?
Right here. Look at that. Oh my god.
That one's pretty cool.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Ernix has, my apologies to pronouncing these things, the Varuna Caviel.
Oh my god, look at
that
her.
kind of
That was very Grenier.
Oh, Dagoth and Varuna, my two queens. I love
Very
you both so
wolfy.
much.
We have Citrine Celestis skin.
Cool.
Gorgeous.
Another
Look at her-
citrine
look at the
skin?
queens getting their due.
Jada, Malaya, Oculas. We have another Dagoth thing here going.
Look at that.
Voidax helmet.
Look at that.
That's cool.
From Kakarot 2812.
Kakarot.
Lubox and
Dude, look at the
Nuxer
Corvex.
has
That's a cool all down.
give us the Corvex Sacrif. Oh,
it's animating,
Sarcophago.
Yeah.
too.
That's cool. Sarcophago, love that. And the Gothica Cyandana from Malaya Oculux.
Ignore the.
Headless.
They lost their head.
Don't worry about them.
Some
Look
people
at
don't.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, that's very on
That's
theme for what
spooky.
we're going to show you at the end of the stream.
Yeah, very,
Oh, God.
Candles
Yeah,
too there.
lots
very
of show.
devilish there.
Yeah, so this is a brand new round of Tenogen coming. Tenogen Undermined. If you buy it on PC, you will be supporting the artists directly with 30% of all sales going to them. And if you are a fan of these Warframes, which how could you not be? They're incredible. You will be able to get some amazing new customizations. So please. And if you buy them on console, it allows us to continue doing buyouts to get you them. So
Noko recap.
slide.
Coming soon.
October 15th.
October 15. There's the reveal of the name of the update. The Valis Undermine is the name. We got a lot of great stuff coming in this. Now we're going to talk about Old Peace. The huge reveal
Yeah, you guys haven't seen us since then on a dev stream.
on
Oh,
this
really?
year.
You
It's
guys,
been
Warframe
that?
had
At
one.
TennoCon.
We-
We had
TennoCon?
concerts, we
Wow.
had panels, and of course we revealed Tau.
Yes, we did. And we are going to show you a little bit more information confirming some things today for folks that may have been interested in the Operator Remaster. So if you come
Yes.
over to my screen.
Oh, I don't know if they're ready for
So
this.
that key art showed you, we know the Operator's part of this quest, and we remastered the Operator. And we also had Uriel, and we'll talk more about him as well. So first of all, the Operator Remaster is indeed coming at the end of this year, and this is an extremely detailed remaster, which we'll go through a little bit today and more in future dev streams. But I also did want to confirm briefly that the Drifter is also included. She doesn't have any hair in
That's
here.
your drifter?
She's bald because
That's your
we're doing
drifter.
True Bald.
You don't
About
have True
time.
Bald yet?
I can,
Yeah, come
I
on.
can finally live out my dream of
Yeah.
being bald.
So the Drifter is also getting the same level of remaster as the Operator
Amazing.
For this year?
for this year. We're
Holy
really
moly,
like when
really?
Aggressive.
the team has set goals for themselves, and you know what? If we don't hit them, we'll let you know.
Wow.
But they are really passionate about making this awesome for you guys. So a lot of work is going into it, and we'll get right to a little bit of it here. First of all, we by hand, the Operator stuff has been sort of retailored. More human ratios on the body. You'll notice the arms and the waist here. Don't look at that mushroom.
What is the Sprodling doing?
I have the ephemera on.
This is like when you meet a dog and he's kind of sniffing your butt. You're like, no, I'm just meeting someone.
But we have also decoupled the body from the faces, so you can now kind of swap between them without having to worry about like knowing what face goes for
The
what
compatibility,
body.
okay.
Yep.
So that
A
is
lot more choices and combinations.
we've totally decoupled. But we've also got the slider tech is still here, so you can still merge between faces.
Oh, okay,
So we have sculpted many, many, many more. And shout out to Nathan for taking these through. I have a little bit of makeup on here, which is also a new thing. Makeup patterns are coming, so you can do those, and you can still blend. But one really cool thing about the actual customization is we're adding eyebrows. So all of these will be customizable, so you can really get a customized look. You can change the thickness, and you can, as always, you can still do your eye colors, but now you can add an eye glow color, and you can do glow intensity.
Whoa, scary.
Yeah, so things are really, 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 like, it is like a whole new approach. They also, because we know that it's really important that somatics are like the operator's story. So the somatics have all been sort of upgraded to this new 2025 art style.
Cool.
So you can really expect every stream from now until launch will go into this to give people a really good look at what's coming for this really in-depth remaster. So look forward to that. But we also have redone some of the hair to match. So let's take a look at a video from Nathan, not 2 minutes ago. We got a little Josuke going on. We got a little.
Yeah.
Yep.
These look so good.
Yeah, these are
Like,
looking good. Hair caps are still coming for some of them.
Cool.
But this is all on the operator. So
Oh, that's mine. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Oh my.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Really important
Whoa.
detail is these will have 5 tint channels, just like the Gemini skins do. So right now you only
That's
have
too many chin
no.
channels.
Right now you only have 3,
No, just
but these will have 5.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, that I know. I
Okay,
know.
I'll
I was
do
telling
it.
Nathan how much I loved it. He's like,
Oh,
it
is that
doesn't.
Karate Kid?
Looking amazing.
So this is coming in the old piece. So this
So
is
good.
Yep. Really, really, really cool stuff.
Wow. Okay.
So when we showed the old piece, we kind of explained to you it's an update.
We didn't show the old operators. I had to show the delta between
before
them. No, don't do it.
They
Don't
know.
do it.
They
Don't
know.
do it.
Okay.
It's fine. They know. They
They're
know.
well aware.
They know. Okay, cool.
The old
So,
piece was.
old piece. What else we got?
Well, let's take a look at another video we showed at
37A?
Yeah, let's take a look at 37A.
I love
Uriel, heretic of Zata, in banishment answer. Can the Orokin ever be forgiven?
He spoke in truths. A devil has come.
Sol and Lua, we will cleanse this follower.
So as you know, that is Uriel, the Warframe, who is part of this Devil's Triad, part of the old piece, but in what we're calling an Intradi side story. And as we have come to develop this update, the themes, the characters, seeing Ballas again, we decided that the third proto-frame might just be something you've never seen before.
Someone in chat. Third proto-frame? Question mark?
So why don't we take a look at
Show it,
a
show it,
different
show
perspective
it.
of that video.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck?
As a devil for forgiveness. When hell is a lie spun by madmen.
What the heck?
In some regard,
That was me throwing my wallet at the screen. What the hell is this? That's not allowed.
the depth of the Intradi guilt with the Orokin could only be explored through something perhaps relating to an Orokin proto-frame that Intradi himself orchestrated. So you will be meeting the first Orokin proto-frame, taking the role of Uriel. His name is Roth. You will meet him all the story, all the pieces will come together to you. Roathe, R-O-A-T-H-E, is the first Orokin proto-frame that will be the people are noticing something.
Chat's tuning
It's a
into
what?
this. Yeah, noticing stuff.
Not so sure. His voice might sound familiar.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's right. That's right. Okay.
And here we have our first Orokin proto-frame. Nightcrawler, baby. Honestly, I didn't see it till now.
I know. Once I saw the comment too, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's the first thing I thought about in Nightcrawler.
He looks awesome.
Yeah, he's and he does not like Albrecht and Trump.
I just don't know if you're allowed to do this.
In
Like,
what?
can we talk about this more?
Sure.
Okay. We gotta call a meeting. Figure this out. What the hell? Okay. Well, is this the end of the stream?
He's
'Cause
blue
that's a
because
mic
he's
drop right
Orokin.
there.
It is. It's over.
Okay.
He's a bad guy.
Okay.
Any questions
Holy
before
shit,
we
that was
go?
cool.
Any closing remarks before we go?
Can't believe it.
Watch Tenno concert.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting.
Love you, Tenno.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
later,
Bye, everybody.
chat.
Thank you.
It was a great time.
Bro, that dev stream was messy, man. That was messy. That was very, 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 very messy. Especially the damage attenuation stuff. Like, that felt very rushed. Same with the Oberon stuff. All of it kind of felt pretty rushed. Like, I think the coolest thing by far was the new Warframe. The fact that we're going to Orvalis and we're going under. Like, that's interesting. I think that's a really good idea on behalf of the developers. It's like reusing assets from something that's already like baked into the game and making something new out of those assets. I think is a really good idea. So it's gonna be nice to have something to play. I just hope that we actually get pretty decent stuff from it, like new weapons and arcanes. I kind of expected them to talk about new arcanes for primary and secondaries, saying that they showed off being able to throw on both onto the art gun. So hopefully this update also brings what's it called? New arcanes for primaries and secondaries that we can throw on to the art gun to make them really, really, really good. The new frame looks cool. Just gonna have to wait until we get him to sort of try him out, because my understanding is the first ability and the second ability, it's all about throwing the little mushrooms down. The third ability is the invulnerability when you turn into the little small mushroom. And then, of course, you've got the bouncy ball on the 4, which is the damage dealing, the viral. That sounds interesting. Seems pretty fun. Yeah, what else did we cover? This is the new heavy weapon. Looks interesting. We didn't actually get to see any gameplay of this, right? If you could jump on the mushrooms like Super Mario, that'd be cool. The Lavos skin. The Lavos skin's cool. It's just a shame that I'm never going to actually play Lavos, You zoned out during the Oberon rework section. It's basically just Oberon, but better. You know what I mean? Like if you don't enjoy Oberon now, you're probably not going to enjoy Oberon after this rework. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like that's what I think anyway. It's just more reliable, a little bit more tanky. Like if you're into the whole like health tanking paladin playstyle, like he's gonna be cool. He'll be a little bit better in level cap because of the armor strip. You don't like the new passive. What else? So we had this little pop-up here. So this is interesting, the damage attenuation stuff. What is it? Mostly for bosses, to raise defenses for survivability. Why do we have it? To ensure that our bosses give you content to play by tuning the fight. So we have damage attenuation to ensure that our bosses give you content to play by tuning the fight. All right, I want everybody to screenshot this and like put it into your mind. So the point of damage attenuation is, so it gives us content to play by tuning the fight. Surely content to play with the bosses is just mechanics, right? Yeah, that's not, I don't think that's tweet. Tuning can lead to fights that take too long in extreme content. Yeah, it can feel bad that once you have good gear, boss fights don't respond in kind. October 15th, helpless June, good, bad. No more flat numbers, standardization, lower attenuation, higher health on bosses with more intentional choices, and multiplayer specific attenuation. Multiplayer specific attenuation. And then they mentioned Eidolons and Prophet Taker. Like, am I dumb? Do Eidolons and Prophet Taker, do they have attenuation in the game right now as it stands? And we're just able to blast through it, or what? They don't. Okay, so according to Twitch chat, Prophet Taker and Eidolons do not have damage attenuation. Even if they did, we one-shot through it anyway, if they have it, but they're good fights which are mechanic heavy, yeah. The only way that I see this being a positive change at all is if somehow they make the Eidolon weaker for newer players, or the Prophet Taker weaker for newer players. But I don't see that happening. I don't know. The whole damage attenuation thing was a little bit weird. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it plays out, you know, whenever we get the actual update. And then there was like a little, like a microsecond pop-up of Oberon changes somewhere. It was quite early into the Oberon changes, right? It was around here, right? There it is. Updated nullifier interactions. Hollow Ground and Webbed Embrace no longer dispelled. Effects blocked while inside nullifier bubble. Snow Globe no longer destroys it immediately. Deals percentage damage to the globe every second. This isn't just Oberon stuff. Cataclysm no longer destroys it immediately. Shrinking speeds up. Those are cool. It's just weird that they just out of nowhere, you know, just here you go. Some changes for different Warframes. You know, it was an odd one. And then I was disappointed that we didn't get to see anything from the new quest either, the new teacher quest. It seems a bit odd to throw it on Oberon 1 second pop-up, yeah. I don't feel like we've learned much. Yeah, I don't really feel like we've learned much. Other than like, I'm most excited for the new Warframe and the new Fortuna bounties, to be honest. I mean, I get the impression that they're working on so much they literally can't give everything proper time, for better and worse. Yeah, I guess that's true. Wasn't the teacher quest outsourced? They outsourced it to a company called Sumo. Devil's Triad, they were talking Devil's Triad is Old Peace. So that's a side thing to the Old Peace. So that's coming with Old Peace, I believe. It feels like they spent longer showing the operator customization than talking about some of the important stuff like the damage attenuation. Yeah, but I mean, the operator customization applies to more players. Like the damage attenuation thing really only applies to like a player like me who's doing their ETA every single week. Like, I really would have liked to hear them talk about specific examples, like talking about, you know, the boss in EDA, the assassination in EDA, talking about the capture target in ETA, and maybe showing like, hey, this is a bursting build and here's a before and after of, you know, our current implementation of damage attenuation and the new one that we're proposing. Yeah, it would have been nice to see a before and after of just like your standard bursting build, like just go YouTube bursting build, take some of the more popular builds and just throw it together. Yeah. That's what they should have done instead of getting Pablo to sort of like, you know, overcomplicate, explain. Because I feel like that little segment that Pablo went over, I feel like that's gonna miss. He tried to simplify it, but at the same time, it kind of felt a little bit complicated. I don't know. My guess is that it's not in the build yet. Show the arm boss, yeah. But that little screenshot at the end where they say screenshot this. Can't even find it now. To ensure our bosses give you content to play by tuning the fight. Mechanics. Mechanics is the answer. Damage attenuation is just a not great thing. Like, it's okay if it doesn't feel too harsh, I think. But we'll just have to wait and see. Mechanics was always the answer, yeah. The Araxia fight was a good demonstration, but I feel like I just kind of shred through the Araxia fight as well. All right, chat. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and I'm going to upload this video from my editor. So I'm going to pop off for now, guys. Boom, 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 boom.